There it goes, girls. Hey everybody, so if you can tell from the start of that video that we have cut down some trees here on the property, and this is obviously not our first time cutting down trees, as I've shown other videos of us cutting down trees, but let's talk a little bit about these trees and why we cut them down. So it's obviously a bit of a mess, but if you see these blocks right here, and then there's actually like one further down, this is actually where our initial tiny home cabin is going to be. We left that elm, we just trimmed up the branch that would be hanging over the house. There's a hickory behind me that we left behind, and then we left this pine tree. We did cut down the 2 pine trees that would be in front of the house, and the reason for that is we didn't want the pine trees falling on the house. And you know, Oklahoma does get tornadoes and whatnot, and there are other trees still around the cabin, but these 2 pine trees, this one right here and this one over here, were very close to the cabin site. As you can see, obviously, this block right here would be where our front porch is going to go out to. So we cut these down because it just made sense for safety reasons. All this wood, though, is going to be getting put to good use, either with being turned into firewood or being turned into, you know, something that we build with, in the sense of like cutting up posts and stuff for like beds or things like that. We plan on repurposing everything. You can see this was a massive, I didn't ever realize how big this was. It's a really big pine tree. That's only half the size of it right there, but very fat, and definitely had some vines growing up it. But like I said, we'll be using all this wood, clearing it off, chopping it up to use for firewood or use for building stuff, and it's just part of the process. We have 18 million other trees on the property, so I'm not too terribly concerned about it. Also, these trees here that I'm showing you right now, those actually put a ton of shade on our front field in the wintertime, because the sun does go back behind this tree line when the sun is setting. So our front field actually gets a ton of shade from these 2 trees specifically, and can create a lot of snow and ice in those areas. And so now it will actually help to create a little bit more sun in our front field, and allow for more grass to grow as well, even during the cooler times. So it's just kind of part of the process. I don't know if you can see the chickens running through. You see stuff moving behind the trees. Those are our chickens. That's kind of funny. But this is the first step, guys. My husband and the guys that are here on property right now, they're going to chop these trees up and move them around. And this is the first step in getting our tiny home built. And I'm super excited because we're pretty close to right now having the money for the flooring and everything like that for the I should say the foundation, not the flooring. But here's our turkey. Gobble gobble. So we're pretty close to having enough money to be able to do the foundation of the house, and then we already have the wood for the walls, and then we're going to save up for the roof and everything like that. So yeah, this is it, and we're super blessed. The person who cut this for us is a friend of ours, so he just came out here and trimmed these trees, or cut these trees down for us. He's actually used to work for his dad's professional tree company. So cutting down, 90-foot pines was no big deal for him, and that was pretty awesome. And of course, we gave him something as a thank you for doing this. But it's pretty cool, guys. I'm pretty stoked about this. I'm not a huge fan of cutting down trees, but when it means I'm getting a house built, I'm okay with it. So, all right, hope you all have a great day. Bye.